Abdullah. Right now we have a special guest. Yeah? It's actually incidentally, but Mr. Abdullah will give us motivation, and also will motivate, give us advice how to practice English, how to become a student who fluent in English. Yeah. So I hope all of you actively asking him, yeah, about how to fluent in English. Yeah. And also, Mr. Abdullah is converting to Islam last year. Yeah. He is mu'alaf and converting to Islam, and we want to know about Islam in his perspective. Yeah. But it's not this event is don't take too serious. But we have like a conversation, and also I will give an opportunity for all of you to ask about the activity that he did in Hong Kong on Luna. Okay, but before we have a Q&A, please introduce yourself firstly, Mr. Please.
Okay, thank you very much for having me here, and very happy. So nice. Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure and honor to be here today with you. Thank you very much for the invitation. It was a bit unexpected because we didn't plan to be here today, but because it was Parents' Day last week, and we came here to visit one of the students, and then we talked and we said, hey, maybe you can come to our school, and then you can talk to the students, because I really want them to learn to speak English. And he told me, they know how to speak and they know how to read and to write, but they feel a little bit shy. They don't feel really comfortable to speak English, right? So maybe I can help you to feel more confident and to enjoy to speak English, because it's actually very important. I have to tell you, I was born in Belanda. Saya orang Belanda. Maaf ya. So I was born in Belanda, in Holland, and I lived there. And 60 years ago, I come to Hong Kong. So, in Belanda, in Holland, people don't speak English, but you learn English in school, same like you. So, for me, I'm not English people, I'm not American people. I also need to learn to speak English, just like you. So, normally, I have to study, I have to learn to read and write. sing songs together, watch a movie, and then slowly, you learn. You need to practice every day in your head. You need to think about English. But of course, in daytime, you speak with your friends. You speak Bahasa Indonesia because you know your family speaks and your friends speak it, so you feel very comfortable with it. But in your head, you also need to think, hey, I need to practice more because when I grow up and after I finish this school, maybe I go abroad. Maybe I go to another school, maybe I want to do business. You know, Indonesia is a very big country, many islands, many people, and it's becoming more and more important. So to do business with other countries is also very important. So maybe if you grow up, you will work in a company and you will be, or you want to continue your study in other country, it's very important to speak English. And you know, I'm here to tell you how I learned to speak. Again, I'm from Holland, so you know to speak Bahasa Belanda. It's not the same as English, so I also need to learn. So, and I think...
Jadi beliau lahir di Belanda, di Holland, kemudian di Belanda juga sama seperti kita, tidak berbicara bahasa Inggris, tapi berbicara bahasa Belanda. Sehingga beliau pun sama seperti kita belajar bahasa Inggris dulu, bagaimana melalui nonton TV, melalui lagu, ya, sehingga jadi sama belajar. Sehingga pas sekali kita mendengarkan beliau tidak lahir langsung bahasa Inggris, tapi bahasa Belanda, tetapi beliau bisa bahasa Inggris. Nah, give us your experience how to learn English, please.
Actually, I share my experience with you, but I'm not so special. I'm same like you, so we are same, right? The only thing is that I, like many other people, also like your teachers, you have to practice. You have to sit down and you read and you write and you read and you write and do it again and again, and then you start to remember the words. And if you remember the words and you know how to read and you can understand all the words, then you speak with your friends. Of course, you need to practice. You need to exercise. You can do by yourself. You can read out loud, right? You can exercise. For example, the R in this language is very different from, if you hear Indonesian people speak the R, they say, how are you? How are you? But in USA, in America, or in the UK, they say, how are you? How are you? So they can understand if you say, how are you, sir? Hello, sir. But they can understand. But if you want to be same with other people, you need to slightly adjust how you speak the pronunciation. So, how are you? Yeah, or the weather is very nice today. You know, the weather, not the weather. Look, it's okay. People understand. But if you want to do more professional, then how are you? You know, stuff like that. So those little things is something that you learn by watching movie or listening to song. Maybe you have a favorite song from pop star, and then you can try to imitate the imitasi for the pronunciation. And I think that is something that I when I was young, I like to go on stage, to do role play, and to make fun with my friends. So I think that is how I learned to speak English. Not perfectly, because it's not perfectly, but it's quite okay, I think.
Oke, jadi beliau sama belajar bahasa Inggris, menulis, membaca, read, write, kemudian juga banyak belajar. Kita harus belajar pronunciation, ya, bagaimana cara membaca mengucapkan, melafalkan bahasa Inggris dengan benar, sama seperti native speaker, ya. Ya itu intinya. Go on.
So when I moved from Holland to Hong Kong to live and work, I cannot speak Holland language.
Tell us about your studies, sir.
My study?
Yes.
Okay, originally I'm an electrical engineer.
Okay, electrical engineer.
So, not electronic, but big motor, large installation for electricity.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But you, for your engineering high school, you in Netherlands or in Hong Kong?
In
Netherlands. Even your college also in Netherlands?
Yeah, everything, all my studies in
From what the name of university?
It's Erasmus University Rotterdam.
Erasmus University Rotterdam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but then after that, I work in company for. Actually, I never work as an engineer. I work in commercial business, so selling, marketing, go out to talk to people. So in there you see communication is very important. Every day you communicate with other people. So speaking and using the right words is very important for your future career. So with me, I talk to many people. I try to sell them, try to understand what is their problem, how our product can solve their problem, and they will buy it.
Okay.
That is what I did in the past.
Yes. Graduated from Erasmus University in your year. Where you graduated from?
It's quite. I'm open already actually. Maybe you guys can guess how old I am. Somebody want to try?
Berapa umur beliau?
43.
Thank you very much. Very cute. It's somewhere in between. Between 45 and 60.
50.
That's quite okay. 50.
52.
A little bit more.
51.
50.
5.
55. Yeah.
55 years old. You look younger, yeah?
I still look young, yeah. So yeah, so it's quite a long time ago that I studied there, and after that I worked for many companies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, silent please. Okay. Yeah.
So after my study, I worked for many companies, and finally again I come to Hong Kong. I can only speak English, and I speak a little bit Chinese.
Oh, really?
Quite beautiful. But
Business language, yeah.
yeah. So, and of course, then talking about religion, in Holland, most of the people are Christian.
Okay.
Christian belief.
Yes.
But when I met my wife, I started to learn about Islam, and I read, I see video on YouTube, I go to a mosque, I speak with Imam, I read a book. So I only converted to become Muslim only 1 year ago. So I don't know, you know much more than I do. But I think most important is the feeling in your heart about what is God, who is God, and how to serve God, right? And how to be a good person, how to be good to your friends, to your family, to your mom, to your dad, to take care of them, and to be a good person.
They call it as universal values, ya. Nah, jadi beliau di Belanda itu banyaknya agamanya Kristen, tapi kemudian ketika ke Hong Kong bertemu ibunya Galang. Nah, nanti juga cerita how do you fall in love. Nah, jadi bertemu, kemudian mulai apa namanya membaca, dan ada imam yang ini kan apa namanya terkait dengan Islam ya. Tapi sepengetahuan beliau tadi ya, kita mungkin secara ilmu bisa jadi mungkin lebih banyak ya, tetapi beliau yang beliau pahami adalah tadi universal values, nilai-nilai yang universal, bagaimana kita take care our family dan lain sebagainya ya. And then we have like a Muslim community from in Hong Kong. Ada.
Yeah, well, we have, Hong Kong actually has, not big, but we have Muslim people in Hong Kong, of course, from many countries, from Indonesia, Malaysia, also India, Pakistan. So we have a lot of people there go to mosque and study Islam and try to be a good person. Yeah, and then we have that. And there is only one God, of course, and many people all over the world, they have different way to believe in God. But I come from Christian belief, and I was not really comfortable with that anymore, and I start to look around and talk to other people,
Yes.
and I think, hey, why? What is the real thing? What is the truth? Right? And then I discover, because of my wife, Islam, and I started studying, and I really got convinced that this is the right way to follow.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. So thanks to her guiding you to Islam, yeah. Okay.
And if you grow up and you go over, you go to other countries, you go to Hong Kong, maybe you go to other countries to work, you will meet many other people. Here in Indonesia, you only see Indonesian people, right?
Yes.
But if you take an airplane, you go to Hong Kong or Malaysia, Singapore, everywhere, you'll meet so many different people, Christian, Buddhist, Hindu people, and you need to be strong and faithful to your religion.
Where do you take your shahada? Where do you take your shahada? Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah.
In Hong Kong, right?
In Hong Kong, ya. Ada videonya. Okay, thank you. But you can, more like tauhid, ya. You can repeat after me. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yeah, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Can you repeat after me?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Nah, ini alhamdulillah. You already take the shahada, but this time we always like repeat our shahada in our salat. Like so, it will make us more convinced with Islam. Okay, and then right now, who wanna ask Mr. Abdullah, Mr. Robert? Your name is still, your friend still.
Of course, for my family, you know so many years, they know me as Robert, right?
Yes.
But in my year, our company asked me my name, I say,
Yes, okay. Who wanna ask Mr. Abdullah? Raise your hand. Angkat tangan, siapa yang mau nanya?
wow,
Ayo.
don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Ayo, silakan. Angkat tangan. Yang mau nanya, silakan. Ayo. Angkat tangan. While they are thinking about a question, Give us a story. Where and when do you find Galang Sekolah? How do you fall in love with her? They are like to hear about love story.
Okay, well, this is it's a very special story. So, before you are shy, but now I feel shy. So I know my wife actually a long time already. Many years ago when I lived in Hong Kong. Many people in Hong Kong, they have somebody to help them in the house, right? The business helper. And then, so I work and I go to agency and say, hey, I need a special person to help. And then, right? You can say that. And so she worked for me. So she worked together in my house, and then I go to other company, and then she go to work on a factory. One time we don't see each other, so we lose contact, don't stay in touch anymore. And then last year, I'm walking on the street, and I said, is it you? I said, Johnny? I cannot believe you look so beautiful. And then I don't know, maybe something happened, maybe Allah made this plan for us, So since that day we stayed together and we got married, and I got converted to Islam, become Muslim. So yeah, that is.
10 years we don't meet.
10 years ago.
Luar biasa. 10 tahun udah ketemu, pas ketemu lagi langsung jadi cinta. What long story? Yes.
So now I told you my story. So now I want to hear something. I want to hear you speak English to me.
Okay. Siapa yang nanya? Ayo. Try to speak. Ayo.
I think she's a good girl.
Jeje, come.
I think you're not shy. Right?
Jeje, come, and ask. Nanya. Jeje, ayo, siapa?
It's okay, no
Come
problem.
on. Nah, this is the problem. They know how to speak, but they little time to speak.
So okay, that's why I'm here.
Yes.
So if you
Come.
please, if you
There is Fadilah, come. Ask.
So if you read.
No, anything, Pak. Yeah. So, come.
Thank you very much for everything. Don't be shy, okay? It's okay. Everybody is your friend, no problem.
Okay, hello, Mister. My name is Rita. I'm from Ciamis. I wanna ask this. What do you think about Islamic boarding school in Indonesia?
Well, thank you, Rita. It's a great question. Thank you so much.
Take a pause, right?
So actually, it's the first time I come to visit Islamic boarding school. I know boarding school in Hong Kong, but not so many. And I see this place here last week for the first time. This is my second time, and I don't know. For me, hard to understand actually, because I never go to boarding school before. So let me talk first my experience with school. So I live in London. I go from my house to the school. It's only maybe half hour by bicycle.
Oh, okay.
So I go to school, I go home, I go to school, I go home. No boarding school. But of course Indonesia is different. This is far away from home, from village to school. So you make boarding school for a student to stay here. Don't need to travel all the time. So that's convenient, right? It's easy to stay here. Don't go home every day, don't be tired. You can stay here, do your homework. But you miss your family maybe, right? So I think it's for most students when they come here for the first time, maybe they feel very sad, maybe they feel crying because they miss their friends and their family. But I know that after a few weeks, after a few months, this becomes your family. This becomes your family, and this becomes your home. And I think it is a good way to make new friends and to start thinking about really studying hard. Don't waste your time with traveling. Don't waste your time with watching movie or your mobile phone. You know, like that. Schedule sometimes it's okay, but not every day. Not hours and hours every day. So better to invest your time when you are young. Yeah, because now you're still young. And after a few years, you need to go to work, or you go marry, or you have a baby, and then your life will be completely different. Now is the time to study. And if you are in a boarding school, you don't have the time, and all the focus is on your studies. So I think it's good, but I also can understand that sometimes it's hard, and maybe not happy, but you have to keep faith.
Oh, tepuk tangan. Meskipun sekali terasa berat, tapi kita harus berjuang untuk fokus belajar agama pesantren. Oke, ada yang lain? Big applause for Mr. Abdullah. Big applause. Oke, ada lagi, silakan. Tanya. Laki-laki ada? Dalam malu. Ayo siapa aja bebas, ayo. Atau perempuan laki-laki boleh lah siapa.
So maybe we can ask questions to them.
Yeah, you can ask.
So your teacher asked me to come here today because you feel you are struggling and trying hard to study or use to practice English language. So let me ask you, why? Why is it so hard to practice English language outside of the classroom? If the class is finished, you have free time, you can go dinner, you can go play with your friends. Why is it difficult to practice English?
Oke. Siapa yang mau jawab? Kenapa sih sulit banget nih ngobrol bahasa Inggris di luar kelas ya? Nah, siapa yang mau jawab? Ayo. Siapa yang mau jawab? So, sit down.
Masuk.
Thank you.
Hi, sir. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rizka. I'm an English teacher here. I think the students are shy to speak English, and then they are a little bit lack of confidence. So they can't continue the learning the English outside the class.
Okay, I understand. So when I look at the schools in Hong Kong, they also have Hong Kong children. They speak Cantonese language, like Chinese, and English is also a second language for them, right? But they have to learn and reading, writing, speaking, and similar to similar to Indonesian children, they also feel shy, and they don't like so much, but they have to, because they know later when they go working in company, they will. They have to talk English because it's important for their future. If you can speak English, you can make more money. You can make more money for your family, for your mom and your dad, for your own family. So now, how to do that? How to push yourself to speak English? It's hard. Of course, you need to be motivated. But one thing that maybe the teacher can help you with is like to do like a role play, or you do like you don't make you don't need like a musical singing songs, or do like a I think it's role play. It's like a stage, like to be an actor, you know, and have like in a movie, you know, like have some kind of story on the stage, and kids do role play and they have to speak English, and then everybody will be looking at them to exercise and to practice like that. I don't know, it's many ways to I think in all of us, it's like if you don't feel comfortable, then it's very difficult to motivate yourself to speak. Now you are the teacher, of course you can do it, but to motivate other kids to really speak English outside of the classroom will always be very difficult. And I think we need to find ways. I think we need to find ways to motivate you. To maybe if we give you an incentive, maybe we give you a small present to say, okay, if I go out and I hear you speak English 10 times in this month, then we will, I don't know, we have a special something, right? Like a gift. I don't know, it's difficult, but most of all, if you have you need to understand that same way that you have faith in the Quran and in Allah, you always also need to try to push yourself to read and to listen and to understand, learn new words, and even if you're shy to speak to other people because you're scared to make mistakes, right? They laugh at you. You know, you cannot speak very well, I'm laughing at you. You don't feel comfortable. So first you need to make small groups maybe, that other people cannot hear you, or in school, with good friends, and you try to practice. And of course you need to have somebody who's checking if you are using it in the right way. Because if you make mistakes all the time and nobody the correction they use, it is also not okay. But practice.
Okay. Practice and practice. Big applause for
Then, do I have an opportunity to continue my study in
It's okay, I understand. Make it me.
I hope after being study here for 6 years, after graduating for senior high school, he can continue his study in Hong Kong maybe, or in Netherlands, or in Quranicpreneur. Do as an opportunity. What I recognize for you.
I think you all should be happy to have the opportunity given by your parents to send you to this school, because I've seen other schools and I think this one is very special. So it's a very good school with very good teachers and very good staff. And principal is very high class, he knows many things, so he can help you to become a good person and to become successful in life, to be you don't need to be rich, but you need to have a good life and also be good to other people, and that is what we are here for.
So, sekarang you have an opportunity to continue saying go abroad. So, ayo main lagi, ayo maju. Masih ada 2 question. Come forward. Go close. Okay. Your name and also
Hi sir, my name is Alpha, and now I'm a student grade. I want to ask how to increase our confidence in speaking English because a lot of non-native English speakers are worried to make mistakes in speaking English.
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you so much. So,
it's 7 grade, it's new student here.
yeah, very good already. Yeah. So again, the question is about how to become more confident, how to not feel shy. And you know, for every person, of course, it's different. Everybody has their own feeling. But I think the school and you as a community should help each other.
Hello. Hi. Be silent, please.
So I think for every one of you to become less shy in speaking English, or actually all other subjects that they teach here in the school. Some are very good, some are not so good. But together, we should help each other. And when we talk about speaking English, I think it will be useful if everybody help each other and give nice feelings, speak positive words. Say, okay, if you make mistake, it's okay, don't worry. Try again. Don't laugh at each other. Don't try to bully each other, and don't say bad words behind. Hey, she can't do it. You know, that's not okay. So if you help each other to become more strong and confident, then everybody feel happy. Like I know, before I come here, your teacher asked me to come here, and I said, I'm scared. You know, so many people, and I don't know what to say. But no, you give me very happy feeling. You make me confident. You make me feel senang. So I can speak to you without being nervous, or I don't care to make mistake, because if I make mistake, it's okay. Then, so I think that is the thing. Help each other to become more confident.
Harus saling tolong menolong satu sama lain. Kalau ada yang misalkan bicara bahasa Inggris yang kurang baik, jangan dibully, jangan dikatain lah gitu ya. Nah, tapi harus gak apa-apa, ayo coba lagi ya. Jadi ketika ada yang make mistake, ada yang buat kesalahan, nah justru harus kita beri semangat untuk tetap bisa berbahasa Inggris gitu ya. Oke, beliau juga tadi awalnya di sini kan nggak ada rencana ya, harus ngobrol apa dan sebagainya, tetapi karena kita di sini feelingnya enak, suasananya enak, nah, beliau pun kan bisa memberikan pada kita ilmu dan pencerahan terkait bagaimana agar kita bisa confident dalam ngobrol bahasa Inggris. Oke, thank you so much. Ada lagi satu lagi nih, satu lagi. Laki-laki, ya urut laki. Ayo laki. Ayo, saya tidak. Nah. Atau istri dikit naon one more question. It's already more than langsung ya. Kawan. Tadinya Mister hanya 10 menit, tapi karena aksi kita jadi lebih dari ini ya, hampir 1 jam ya. Kawan, mana?
Okay, we can do it maybe next time when we come, when we come back for our next visit.
Iya. Ada lagi satu lagi atau tidak? Tidak? Okay. This give like a closing statement about your feeling of this Islamic boarding school of Raudhatul Irfan.
Well, I would like to thank you very much for being here today and giving me the opportunity to speak about myself, my experience for my country, how I learned to speak English and how I become Muslim. And also, I hope I help you a little bit to become more confident and to give you some tips and advice on how to speak and practice English to become more fluent in speaking English language. And I'm very pleased to see you're in your boarding school. And again, I already explained that I think this is a very special school. You should be very lucky to be here, to have the opportunity to get a great future, because many people out there don't have this opportunity. So you be thankful to your parents and be thankful to Allah that you are here today and to have the chance to grow up as a good person and to make other people happy.
Thank you so much for your advice, for your enlightenment for us. I hope it will give motivation to our students, and also will force them to speak English, force them to practice English everywhere, anywhere.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.